So welcome everyone to our director, it's coming into September, so our August-September director bound program. Super excited to have everybody on tonight. I can kind of see a couple people that we have on. So we have on Dina and Jennifer, and who is joining us? I just see iPhone. Who's joining us on the iPhone?
It's probably me. It's Claire.
Oh, Claire. Hey, Claire, it is you. Hey, welcome. I like to know a name, so welcome. I'm glad that you could join us. So we're going to take just a couple minutes and do some introductions before we get going. And so we can kind of see who's on our call and who's your director. And so who's on your name, your director, and how long have you been with Pampered Chef and something you're excited about? So I can go first. I'm Shaughnessy Owens. I'm Olive's senior director. I have been with Pampered Chef for 9.5 years now. I love it. And something I'm excited about is our team is in the running to promote to a new executive team. So I'm super excited about that. So Dina, do you want to go next? Would you be our next person?
I'm Dina Sterling, and Shaughnessy, I guess, is my director. And I just became a consultant like a week ago. And so as far as excitement goes, I'm just excited to figure out what's going on.
Awesome. Hey. Jennifer.
My name is Jennifer, and my director is Joanne Humphrey. And I joined a couple weeks ago, and I am just really excited. I actually have always wanted to join Pampered Chef when my kids were little, and they're all like college age now. But I just wasn't able to because at that point it was like home parties only.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't an option for me. So now that it's primarily virtual parties and my kids are grown, it was perfect timing. So this is something I've wanted to do for literally like 20 years. So this is like super exciting for me.
Yay, that's awesome. I'm so glad, Jennifer, that you stuck around and are getting your dream to be a consultant 20 years later. Welcome. That's exciting. Claire?
Yes, ma'am. My name's Claire Prince. My director is actually my aunt, Patty Snodgrass.
Oh, I love Patty.
I think she's my upline. My other aunt, her sister Carrie, actually is the one that recruited me. So it's kind of a family affair.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm excited, I've been a consultant since May. What I'm excited about is learning more in depth about Pampered Chef. I want to have my own meal prep business, so this pairs really nicely with it. I'm just really excited about the fall products. I watched the videos at the national conference, and I'm really pumped about them.
Awesome. Well, welcome. I know both of your aunts, Miss Carrie and Miss Patty. I have not met Carrie in person yet, although I have been on many, many, many calls with her. But Patty and I hang out, and my husband hang out with her and Larry all the time when we're on vacation. They're some of our favorite people in the world. So you are part of an awesome family. Just a little side note there. So we're going to go ahead and talk about what director means. So there's a couple and expectations so that you guys all know what's included in when you promote to a director. We have basically in the month you promote, you need 5 active consultants. Now, active means $150 in sales. So each of those 5 people need to be active with $150 each, which a party, to qualify for party, say, to qualify as a party for Host Rewards, we all know that it's $200 to qualify as a party. So if you look at that, that's basically one party each of the 5 people. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a party. It could be just 150 in sales. But if you kind of like, an easy way to think of it is one party per 5 people. And then you'll also need the requirements for personal sales and team sales. So as you have 5 people and then 5,000 in team sales. So that whole team of 5 people, you're included kind of as the 6th person, and your sales are included in that 5,000. So the easiest way to explain it is like a mortgage. Everybody has a mortgage or knows about paying rent. So the mortgage for a director team is $5,000. The minimum rent for each of the 5 occupants is $150. But you, as the impending director, and we'll call you the main person on the lease, you're responsible for 750 of that 5,000. So the 5,000 can be split up any way. Maybe you do 2,000 in personal sales and the rest is all split up by your team. Or maybe you do 750 and you have a couple strong sellers. However it works, it's 5,000 as a team and 750 individually from you as the impending director. And these are minimums. And at Pampered Chef, you know, of course you have to have a minimum, you have to set the bar somewhere, but at every level, we don't focus, our organization doesn't focus on minimums, we focus on maximums. How awesome can our teams be? And we have some strong sellers and strong teams in our organization. Jennifer and Clara, you two are part of a great organization that is super, they're top sellers in the company. They're in our organization. I know Joe had some great sales this summer. She was one of our top sellers. Crystal, Carrie's been a top seller. So there's been a lot of, so we don't work to minimums, but those are the minimums, just so you guys know. We set the success for our team, right? We set the pace. So that's why we don't want to work for those minimums, but we want to be great leaders to show our team and anybody that we bring on to Pampered Chef that they can reach their goals too. Because I know all of you had a goal when you started Pampered Chef, whether it was to earn some free products, to pay off some debt, to have fun, learn new recipes. And it's our goal to help you do that. So as directors, that is our goal, is to work with our new consultants and work with our team members to help them get off to a great start and reach their goals and why they started their business. So now you know how to get to director. What are the benefits? So there's a lot of benefits. And if you're in your first 90 days, which I think everybody in this call is. Claire, do you know, are you still in your first 90 days?
Yes, ma'am. I have till September the 15th.
Okay, awesome. And how about you, Jennifer?
Yes, I haven't even hit 30 days yet.
Oh, perfect. And Dina's like on day 1. So yeah. So you guys are all in your first 90 days. So you guys all qualify for the fast track promotion, fast track rewards for recruiting and promoting. So with the fast track rewards, I'm pulling up my little screen here to share with you. You guys can earn all of the share. I'm like, why is it not letting me share? You guys have the opportunity to earn those fast track rewards as consultants. Where did it go? I just had the picture. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some technical difficulty. I just pulled this up. I don't know why it's not coming. Okay, so I'm not going to share that. I'm sorry. I had that right picture up, but it's not coming up anymore. So with the Fast Track, just a recap. So all of you in your first 30 days had the opportunity, or do have the opportunity, to earn the egg cooker, ceramic egg cooker, and the skinny scraper when you hit $500. Then when you hit $1,250, you get the nonstick 8-inch, excuse me, 8-inch saute pan, that fry pan with the removable handle, which is awesome. I love that whole set because I love taking the handles off and using all my burners at one time. Then when you hit $3,000 in sales, you earn the non-stick 10-inch skillet, non-stick stainless 10-inch skillet. I love that one. That one's my favorite. We use that all the time at my house. It's never clean because it's always in use. And then at $5,000 in sales, you earn the knife block and the entire knife set, which is over $350 just in that specific thing. So a lot of rewards that you have to earn in your first 90 days. But then you also have the opportunity on top of all of those products to earn up to $3,000 in cash bonuses. So with that, with those bonuses, you get those. So when you recruit your first team member and you're in your first 90 days, just like you all are, you get a $100 cash bonus when they qualify with $1,250 in sales. And that's unlimited through your first 90 days. So every team member that you get on and qualify, you get 100 Pampered Chef dollars. Or 100 cash dollars. I'm sorry, not Pampered Chef dollars. It used to be Pampered Chef. Now it's just cash, which is better. So you get $100 cash, and that's unlimited. So as you're promoting to director, if you are recruiting, doing a lot of personal recruiting, you can see how that those cash bonuses can add up. And then when you promote to a Fast Track director in your first 90 days, so you have those 5 team members, you have $5,000 in sales, you get a $500 cash bonus for promoting to a Fast Track director. And then it's not over. When you are paid as a director, so paid meaning you just do that same thing for 3 months, you're doing your $5,000 in team sales and your people $5,000. And if you promoted September 1st, you do 5,000 in September, 5,000 in October, and 5,000 in November. And by the way, you all are new. The fall season is our busiest season of the year. This year we had a little bit of a difference because COVID, and that was, who knew about any of that, and who knew that like it would impact our businesses in such an amazing level. But typically the fall is our best selling season of the year into the holidays. So you guys are all right in the perfect season with Pampered Chef. But with that, so when you're paid and you have $5,000 in sales in your first 3 months of a director, so September, October, November, we're just going to pull those 3 out. Then you get another $500 cash bonus at the end of that. So that's $1,000 in cash bonus. And then if you help somebody on your team promote to a director, just they get 5 people and have that $5,000 in sales, and you promote to an advanced director, because that's like what the next level is, you get an additional $500, or no, I think that one's $1,000 bonus, $1,000 bonus. So you can keep earning bonuses in your first 90 days. It's amazing what Pampered Chef gives us. And so on top of that, when you're a director, what are some benefits, right? So you have the opportunity to earn 3% overrides on your personal sales and your personal team sales. So if your personal sales are let's say your team sales are $5,000, you're going to earn 3% of that. So you're going to earn $150 if it's just a minimum of $5,000, $150 in an override of your team sales, plus a bonus, a 3% override on your sales. And then you also earn a $10 activity bonus for everybody on your team who's active, and active being that $150. So if you have all 5 people being active, that's an extra $50. And as you grow your team, when you have more people, every time they're active and submit $150, you get as the director a $10 bonus every single month. And then a cash bonus, you also get a sterling silver necklace happy spoon. I forgot to put on mine tonight. I'm wearing my little diamond circle my husband got me, but there's a fun little spoon, and it has a little rhinestone in it with a red rhinestone, because red is the color for director. So you get your necklace. You also get your scraper. You get a red scraper, which I do have that. This is kind of fun. You get to go to conference and show off your red scraper that they get you. And you cannot just get these red scrapers, guys, because let me tell you how amazing they are. They did not have blue scrapers when I promoted to an advanced director years ago, and I still can't get a blue scraper from them. So these scrapers are, you want to covet the scraper when you get it. It's pretty amazing. So you get your scraper, and then 250. Oh, and I didn't talk about the best one. I know this is Joe's favorite benefit of being a director. So when you're a director, when you promote, Pampered Chef sends you that entire collection of the current catalog director box to your door. So if you promote, let's say you promote in September, you're going to get all of those new fall products in a director box at your door. And then every time there's a new catalog that comes out, so in March and September, you get a new director box. So when you're reaching your directors, then you will get a director box every single new catalog. So that's a lot of Pampered Chef products. If you're kind of like thinking in your head, that's a lot. And plus, you know, we have the opportunity. Dina and Jennifer might not have been with us then, and I'm not sure, Claire, if you were with us when we were earning them, but every when a new catalog comes out, the previous months, Pampered Chef has a consultant promotion where, depending on which level of sales you reach, you can get a certain level of the new products featured in that catalog for free. So you get those in addition. So a lot of times as directors, you're getting doubles of the Pampered Chef products. So when you promote to director, fair warning, clean out your cupboards, because you're going to need some space for all the products that come to your house. So just taking a second, what are you guys most excited about? Like, which one of those benefits was like, oh my gosh, I could totally see that?
The free products.
Free products, yep. Who else?
I for one, yeah, the money is great, but and I'm really excited about all the benefits of being a director. But the free product, I've already, even though I didn't get very much my first consultant, I was so excited. I already cleaned out my cupboard. So it's pretty bare. I need to fill it.
Awesome. Yeah, those free products are amazing, guys. Pampered Chef is such a generous company. They really take care of their consultants and their leaders. And then, of course, you get special recognition when you promote, additional training opportunities, and then you also earn more points towards incentive trips. So what are the incentive trips? You might be like, what incentive trips? I'm not sure about those. So every year, Pampered Chef consultants have the opportunity to earn a trip to one or two locations. So you can either earn a trip. This year it is to Fort Lauderdale, and then there's another trip to the Bahamas. So you can earn either or trip depending on which one you earn. So to earn the Fort Lauderdale trip, you need 60,000 points. And what are points, right? So points are $1 for you get 1 point for every dollar you sell. So however much you sell, you get a point per dollar. Then you also get points when you promote to a director. So when you promote to a director, they give you 3,000 points towards directorship. And then when you, no, I'm sorry, it's 6,000. They give you 6,000 points when you promote. And then every time you recruit a team member, and once they hit their 1,250 and get qualified and you get that $100 cash bonus in your first 90 days, you also get 3,000 trip points for every qualified recruit. And the 3,000 trip points goes on all the time. Like that's not only in your first 90 days, that's just every time you get a new recruit and they qualify, you get 3,000 points. And then you also can earn points by the different levels being paid at levels. So when you are reaching your, reaching the expectation, I'm losing my word today, not the minimum, but when you're paid as a team leader, when you're green and paid as a team leader, when you have 2 people on your team, you get a bonus 500 points that month towards your trip. When you're a director and you're green and you get paid as a director that month, you get 1,000 points, and then it goes up 500 points to each different level. So you also get paid as points. So those trips are pretty, they're amazing. I have the best time with actually Patty and Larry when we go on those trips. We have so much fun. I'm looking forward to seeing Joe on the trip this year. And anybody can earn the trip. Consultant, director, it doesn't matter. Anybody is available to earn that trip. So I'd love to have you guys join us on the trip this year. And the earning goes until December 31st. So there's still 4 months to earn the trip, or a little over 4 months actually. So we're going to take a second, and as we go through this program, we're going to have a small part each session called a mindset moment. And your mind is a powerful way to think and impact your results. And the first mindset we're going to talk about is stretching yourself. So as you start on this journey, you're going to enjoy many successes. And of course, not everything's going to go exactly as planned. That's normal, right? Totally normal. I mean, that is the anthem of 2020. But we're going to ask you to stretch and believe in the system. So I want everybody on the call, whether you're in your car or sitting on your couch or wherever you are, stretch as high as you can. Like stretch, stretch. And then do it again, see if you can get a little higher. Okay, so as you're gonna find, like when you stretched the first time, right, you kind of probably went like that, and the second time you got a little higher. So that's the thing, when we stretch ourselves, we reach higher and we are closer to our goals. So we're gonna ask you guys during this program to stretch yourself farther than you probably ever thought you could stretch before. But that's how we reach our goals. And I have to give a side note in here too. We have had so many successful new directors and fast track directors in our organization in this past year. I know Joe promoted to a director and then an advanced director 2 months later. Crystal Barham promoted to a director, and then 1 month later she promoted to an advanced director. Amanda Carlton, she promoted to a fast track director within, I think it was just right over a month. It was 30 something days, I think. So she promoted to a fast track director. Kimberly Glenn, she promoted to a fast track director within her first 3 months. I know I'm missing somebody in here, but the point is we have had a lot of fast track directors and new director promotes in our organization this year. So you guys, this is possible for anybody. And I know Crystal has even shared her success on some of these calls, and I'm going to have her guest speak at one of them. It's amazing how you can go from what you think of an empty calendar, and when you stretch and work for your goals, promote a month later. So it's possible. So when we say stretch and do the things we tell you to do, it's because we know they work and we know that you can achieve this goal. So our formula for success. Okay, so our formula for success is starting with contacts. It's all about the contacts because through our contacts, that's how we book parties. So 30 contacts a day until your calendar is booked, fully booked. I know 30 sounds like a lot, but if you copy and paste the same message and you just personalize the beginning, it goes very quickly, very quickly. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy to track your contacts. I literally use, where are my contacts in here? I just have this generic, 25-cent, because now school supplies are like so cheap, spiral notebook, and here's my contact list. I just write my contacts and I keep writing them down as I'm contacting them, and then I go through and I note next to them, did they respond? When they respond, that's considered a contact, whether it's a no or a later or something. And if they don't respond to me, I always follow up, and I always follow up with something like, hey there, not sure if you saw my message, just wanted to check back and didn't want to drop the ball. What do you think? That way, because we all get busy, right? We all know that we get busy and don't always get to our messages right away when we think we can or when we plan to. So you want to make sure you're tracking your contacts. Whether that's private message on Messenger. I love the fact on Facebook Messenger, you can see when somebody sees a message. So I know if they've seen it, and then I can follow back. Hey, not sure if you, and I always like pretend like, oh, I'm not sure if you saw my message, but this, that, and the other. Or if you have, or you can text. You can call people too. I know Patty loves to get on the phone. She's amazing at that. She's my phone girl. And then remember that friends and family and networking while you're out and about. So I know everybody in every state is a little bit different with how much you're out and about with COVID going on right now. So that's not typical, but I'm out fairly enough here in California. We haven't started anything official yet, but I know seems to be, from what I'm reading, Texas is a little bit more open than we are. We're probably one of the most closed states, but when you're out and about, if you have children and you're dropping them off at school, we can't do that yet. But if you're dropping your kids off at school, or you're working and the people that you work with, just those out and about contacts. And then we want to talk about your language to book your parties, because there's two different kinds of language. There's desperation language and determination language. Does anybody kind of have a thought of what that could be before I tell you what they are? Any idea what something like desperation language would sound like?
Desperation language would be something along the lines of, I really need your help. It would be not really great, but hoping to get 4 parties booked by tonight, stuff like that.
Yep. Pushy. When you're pushy, when you're salesy, when you're scared, when you don't have that confidence in your message, and when you focus on you and not them. And that, like, I need your help. I just, please. We don't want to be desperate. That's not what our business is about. We want to be determined. And so what that looks like, that's confident. You can be confident, sincere, authentic, a desire to truly help your contact, the person you're reaching out for, that you want to host them. Like, your goal is to help them fill their kitchen with some free product that they can use to help dinner time that much easier with their kids running around, or whatever they need in their kitchen. It's you you're determined to help them get that, right? We know, so for example, we know that the air fryer is amazing and you can make dinner very quickly and just throw some things in there. So having something like that, if you're really wanting to book a party and you're trying to like talk to somebody about the air fryer, hey, this could definitely help you get dinner on the table for your kids this much faster. I'd love to help you get it in your kitchen for free. What do you think? I thought of you. I'd love to help you. Wouldn't it be too? So you're taking the focus off of you and putting the focus on them. And it's all about your potential hosts. So how can you serve them? Are they a busy mom? Are they single and love to cook or love to bake? Do they work a lot and they don't have time to cook at night? So they might be interested in something like the quick cooker or the deluxe cooking blender. What are some things, how can we solve their problems in their kitchen? And how can you add a little more fun to their day? My guests love my parties, and they always comment, oh my gosh, I had so much fun. This was a bright point in my day. I really enjoyed it. So that's our goal, is to let people have fun and help our hosts. So making contacts. So when you make contacts, it will help you set a date for your parties. So first of all, you want to start why you thought of your contact. If you're contacting somebody, why did you think of them? Did you think about them because they like to have fun? Maybe, or are they a friend? Mention how if they have lots of friends and they're very friendly, how their friends would have a lot of fun. If you know that they would love free product and maybe they're newly married, maybe they're going through some rough times, maybe they lost their home. We just had these fires, terrible fires here last week in Vacaville where I'm at. And so I reached out to a lot of hosts and friends that lost their home and offered to do a fundraiser to raise funds and get products back in their kitchen. And then you want to finalize the date. So it's never a booking until you have a date. I can't stress that enough. So if it's dated, then it is a booking. If it's like, yeah, I think so, I'll get back to you, that is not a firm booking. That's a maybe. So you want to make sure that you have your date finalized. So here's an example of how these steps could look. In the first step, hey Sarah, it's Stacy. I'm not sure if you remember me, but we met at Mary's virtual party in August. I'm so excited because there's some incredible things going on with Pampered Chef, and I thought of you right away because I know you love to eat healthy and would you like to know more? So you're letting them know, and Siri thinks I'm talking to her, so she's typing that. So you're letting them know, hey, who you are, where you know, like maybe you met them at a previous party, why you're excited, and how that could benefit them, how that relates to them. And when you get a positive response, you could say something like, hey, I've been doing this, like if it's a New Year's theme, I've been doing a great virtual party called New Year Better You. And it's all about healthy eating options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And people are loving it. One of the recipes I'm sharing is the garden fresh pizza. And my hosts and guests are amazed at how easy it is to make. I also do post games and raffle prizes and product info and even some fun recipe inspiration. It's so much fun, and most of my hosts earn up to $100 in free products. My next opening is September 5th. What do you think? So you always want to put a date as a possibility. I usually throw out 2 dates. I usually give my closest 2 dates I have available. So September 4th and September 11th. Or whatever dates are on your calendar that are your next 2 dates. If you're a new consultant, some great words to use. Hey, how are you? Did you see my exciting announcement on Facebook? I made the decision to start my Pampered Chef bonus business, and I was curious if you would let me help spoil you with some amazing rewards. Typically, hosts get $100 in free product by posting copying and pasting a post that I message them once a day, and it takes about 30 seconds and usually end up with about $100 in free product. I have this date and this date available. What do you think? And if it's for somebody close to you that you know, you could say something like, hey there, I'm so excited. I've been invited on a leadership development program with Pampered Chef, and part of my training is to schedule some online parties for this week. I thought of you because, and why you thought of them. These online parties are super fun and easy and only take a few minutes and a couple days. I'd love to help spoil you with some free and discounted product. I have this date and this date available. What do you think? So you're always personalizing it. And I can't stress that enough, is I always try to personalize it and then copy and paste the body. So I copy paste, and then I'll go up to the top and I'll say something like, hey, Dina, how are you? How is life at camp? I know Dina's a camp cook she runs a kitchen manager at a camp. And so I will personalize something to her because I know that's what she does. Or if somebody was in a party with you before, hey, hey, Sarah, I haven't talked to you since Susie's party in July. I hope you use some of those fun recipes and have made them for your family that you learned. I wanted to let you know that we have some new fall products that are just coming out, and I wanted to offer them to you first, to be some of the first people to have them in their kitchen. So you're just personalizing it. And track your contacts. I talked about that in our, you can do it you can do it any method. I do a spiral notebook. You could do it on a virtual, maybe you use your Google Calendar to track things, or some other, maybe it's a paper planner. However you can track them, track it. And not everybody responds right away. We kind of talked about that, but just know that it's not personal. It's totally not personal. I cannot tell you how many times I get messages a day and I'm in the middle of something with my kids and I see it and I forget to go back. And a lot of times I'm like, oh my gosh. And here it is like nighttime. And I'm like, I did not get back to this person. So I'll hurry up and respond to them. So everybody's busy. Everybody sees their messages at different times. And so just make sure to follow up. I never get upset if anybody messages me again and say, hey, did you see my last message? Or did you see that? I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, thank you so much. And I type out the response of whatever I'm responding to. So any questions on booking? No. Okay, so how many contacts a week did we say we need to make? Or contacts a day, I'm sorry. How many contacts a day? I heard somebody, but I didn't hear it.
Did you say 30?
30, yes, 30 contacts a day. 30 contacts a day. And it literally should not take you more than 20 to 30 minutes. Probably just 20 minutes, because you're just typing up your response and you're copying and pasting it and just personalizing the couple words at the beginning. So it should not take you more than that. And recruiting. So recruiting is often, okay, my children came in and they went out. Recruiting is another place that you want to think about who could start the business with you. So take some time to brainstorm. And actually, if you have a piece of paper right now, we're going to take just a minute. Brainstorm a couple people that you think would be great at this business. Maybe they're like Jennifer and have wanted to start this business for a long time and it just hasn't been the right time. Maybe now's the right time. Maybe they lost their job or their spouse lost their job, or maybe their hours are cut and they're looking for some extra income. Maybe they're a stay-at-home mom that's just looking for something to do to make some fun money to go shopping with or be able to have some fun money. Or maybe it's somebody who works full-time that's looking for something fun to make some extra money for, or to replace their full-time income. Not everybody's always happy in the job they're in. So we're gonna take about 3 minutes and you're gonna just take a piece of paper and try to write a couple people that come to your mind that you think would be great at this business, that you'd like to work with, somebody that you'd like to work with. See if you can come up with 3 names. Okay, did everybody come up with 3 names?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're new, this could be something that you could say to reach out to them. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Did you see my exciting announcement on Facebook? I just made the big decision to start my own Pampered Chef business, and I love it. I thought of you right away because, and then insert why you thought of that person. I was curious if you'd be up for learning more and earning some extra money and fun in your life. I'd love to chat with you. What do you think? So you're making it really easy. You don't have to come on strong. It's really less is more. We don't want to word vomit over people. We just want to offer the opportunity, because you never know when people will say yes. You never know. Jennifer, I'm sure you were asked many, many times in 20 years, right, to become a consultant?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it just wasn't the right time, right? Like it just, in 20 years.
No, not at all.
So, but what was it this last time that was like, yes, I'm going to say yes?
I lost my job with COVID and was needing some income and wanted something I could do from home. And my kids are grown now, so I don't have to worry about childcare while doing home parties.
So yeah, so everything just her life changed. She lost her position, lost her job. Now the things that were holding her back before, having children at home, and being able to just stay home and do this business from home, that all changed. So it was the right timing. I know Dina on this call. Dina, I've asked to become a consultant because I thought she'd be great at it for a couple years now, at least a year, I know, but maybe a couple years now. And the timing was just never was right until now. So you never know what's going on in people's life, and you never know what they're looking for. And this could be just what they need. And it's just something to try out. They don't have to stay forever. They don't have to marry Pampered Chef and like you're a Pampered Chef consultant until the day you die, and we don't make you sign your name in blood or anything like that. It's literally try it out. See if it works for you. See if you can make some extra income and see if you're having fun. If you are, great, keep doing it. If you're not, then that's okay. You know, it's just another opportunity that we have that we want to share with people. So this week, what's going to happen is you're going to have a weekly check-in with your director. So Patty will be checking in with you, Claire, and Jennifer, Joe will be checking in with you, and Dana, of course, I'll be checking in with you. And you're going to have a 15-minute check-in with your director to go over any questions. They're going to talk to you about some training, check in with your bookings, see how things are going. You're going to continue your 30 contacts a day using determination language and track your results. So you want to make sure that you got your handy dandy notebook or whatever you're using to track, and you want to track your results. You also want to do a personal vision board. So what is a personal vision board? I'm going to show you. So you can do it virtually. You can do it virtually make like some kind of pic collage or Canva, or I like copy paste and post forward. So mine's pretty kindergarten, but it was something easy. So on your vision board, you want to put some things and some goals that you have for your business and your life. So on my vision board, I have one of my favorite verses. I can do all. Philippians 4:13. This is my our last name in Japanese. We lived in Japan for 4 years, so I want to go back to Okinawa. 6 years. We lived there for 6 years. I want to promote to an executive director team. So that is on my my dream board. My family. This is why I do my business, to be able to help my family reach their goals and do things that we wouldn't be able to do without my extra income. My income has paid for preschool for all of them. That's why I started. And then it's paid for private school most recently, and vacations and piano lessons and all that kind of good stuff. And part of my vision is enriching lives, one meal and one memory at a time. That's actually our mission statement with Pampered Chef, but it's very personal to me. I get no greater joy than when I have a new consultant on my team and they message me after they've had their first parties and they're like, oh my gosh, I was able to pay this credit card off, or whatever their goal is for their business, and they achieve it. Like, I love seeing that. An excellence award. So it was my goal to earn an excellence award. That's something that any consultant in the company can earn, just so you know. It's when you can earn it in sales, developing leaders, or personal recruits, or organizational sales. And my goal was to earn it in 3 categories, but I did earn it this year and I've never earned one before. So I reached that goal and it's in front of me every day. So I see it, right? Thriving financially. That's why I have this thrive. Like, our family, that's our word for the year is thrive, whether that's financially, as a family unit, spiritually. So that's a goal. And then earning the level 2 elite trip to the Bahamas. So another goal. So you put what your goals are. Maybe your goal is promoting to a director, and maybe it's financial freedom. Maybe it's paying off a credit card. You see, I have financial freedom on there. I forgot to show that. Maybe it's cooking with your kids. Maybe it is whatever your goals are, put them on a vision board, because it's so important to have this where you can see it. And then it just kind of tells your brain, like, okay, these are the goals. These are what I'm going to do. And I will tell you, last year, my vision board, I should have kept it, but I tossed it because it was big and bulky like this. But I met every single goal on my vision board. So I set them, and I set them high. And I was so excited by the end of the year to have made all of my goals. So vision board, you're going to make a vision board. And I will post mine on the Director Bound group, so you can look at it again. And if you scroll down in the Director Bound group, you can see others that have posted theirs for some inspiration. You also want to take a bookings training. So I'm going to be posting a training on bookings from that has been done in the past, but you can just listen to it this week at your leisure. And it has some great tips on booking parties. And I'll be posting the booking words that we shared tonight in the Director Bound group, so you have those going forward. So book parties, that's our goal, right? Book parties, making those contacts to book the parties, and then making your vision board. And listen to the training that I post in the thing. Any other questions? Any questions? It was a lot of information tonight. I'm sorry. Overload.
Good.
Good? How about you, Claire and Jennifer?
No questions right now.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll come up with some later, though.
You can always reach out in the Director Bound group, or to your upline, or send me a message, and we'll be tag me in something on the group, and we'll be happy to do.
I do have a question. It's not well, I guess it's related. One of my friends lives in Australia and was like, oh, I'll have a party. I'm like, I don't think we can do that. Can we do parties for people in Australia?
They have to have an American address to send it to. So if they have, like, if they're military or have like an APO or an FPO address, we can mail to those.
Okay, but not like just to their address in Australia.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. All right. That's what I told them, but that's okay.
That kind of stinks. But
yeah.
Any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. All of this information is going to be posted in Director Bound tonight, so you can go back and look at it. The recording will be posted as well. So if you have any questions, again, just feel free to tag us and stuff. And so make sure you do your homework, and your director will be reaching out to you this week to schedule a call with you to chat for 15 minutes. So have a great night, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.